Good morning, students. Today we are here with the story from your supplementary textbook, Moments, chapter number 2, The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. The story revolves around how not to mess with animals that you cannot handle, or certain animals who are able to be pet and who are not. Now, the story is about three people: the grandfather, the grandmother, and the grandson. Their life is changed with the arrival of Toto. Now, grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver. You know how Tonga drivers have these unusual pets who keep them in their stables. This animal Toto was tied to a feeding trough, right? And he found Toto very attractive, very pleasant to look at, and decided to add Toto as a part of a member in his private zoo. The thought that disturbed grandfather was Toto felt out of place there. Out of place is very important word to remember. Now we need to describe the animal, the monkey that grandfather found. He was a pretty animal. His eyes were bright and it sparkled with mischief. It seemed like he was always up to some idea or other. He had deep eyebrows, thick eyebrows, and his eyes were sparkling white. His teeth were also pearly, and this animal had the habit of smiling randomly at people. And what was the result of that? The elderly Anglo-Indian woman got scared out of that. Now, what is Anglo-Indian woman? Indian woman holding Indian passport, but their origin were British. More description of Toto. His hands were dried as if pickled in the sun. You know, when you put things in the sun, they shrink, they dry, they wrinkle up. His hands were similar to a mango pickle that you put in the sun. And his fingers were quick. He did things very quickly, and whatever he did was wicked, not for good of people. Now, the talk about his tail. The add to his tail, the tail was the fact that he used this as a third hand. He could lift things with his tail. Delicacy here means tasty food or expensive food, which his hands couldn't reach. His tail was longer than his hand, and he could reach those with his hand. And grandfather was of the opinion that if we add tail to human beings, even they would look so handsome. But the grandmother was unhappy with grandfather's habit of randomly bringing in animals to house. So that was a dilemma for the grandfather. He had to keep Toto as a secret from everyone. So how do you keep a secret? You hide that thing that you buy. The Toto was a living thing. That was a different issue. So Toto was decided to be hidden in a closet, and the closet was inside the room where our author lived. The Toto was the monkey was placed inside it, and after a few hours, the grandfather decided to release the animal, and he found that Toto had done a lot of things inside it. It was a restless animal. It had, torn all the wallpapers. The peg in the wall on which he had been tied to was wrenched. Wrenched means moving something in a circular motion, clockwise or anti-clockwise, to uncork it. The author's blazer was torn, and the author was worried what his grandmother would, how would grandmother would react to see the worn or the torn blazer. But the grandfather was happy. He seemed satisfied with the animal he purchased, and he said the animal is clever. He said the animal is so smart that he could find ways to free himself. Then he could make a rope out of the torn pieces of blazer and find a way out. Toto then was hidden. The first experience failed. He was hidden in the servants' quarter. There numbered of other pets that the grandfather had bought lived there. The animals included tortoise, a couple of rabbits. There was a squirrel and a goat as well. So it was thought that Toto would feel comfortable living with them. But the monkey was notorious. He wouldn't allow any other animals to sleep that night. Now, the other problem, the grandfather had to leave for Dehradun to collect his pension. Saharanpur to collect his pension. So, in order to hide Toto from the grandmother, he was taken along with the grandfather. Obviously, grandfather couldn't take the grandson for a routine thing. But the grandfather narrated his experience to the grandchild afterwards. A big canvas bag. Canvas is a material that is used to build tents. So, wherever you see a tent erected that is made up of canvas, Toto was placed inside it. But Toto jumped around. Somehow, he managed to pull his hands out. The chain was tied very tight so that he couldn't. So what Toto did was make the bag roll and jump. Now imagine a bag placed on a platform jumping around. That aroused amusement of onlookers. Now the drama begins after reaching Saharanpur, where once Toto reached Saharanpur and the grandfather was about to produce his railway ticket at the turnstile. Turnstile is a revolving gate. Toto somehow managed to open the zip and pierce his head and smile at the ticket collector. The poor ticket collector was shocked. And he got irritated. When he got irritated, he decided to fine the grandfather for shocking him. So he claimed that Toto was not a monkey but a dog. Now the grandfather took Toto out of the bag and showed him this is not a dog, this is a monkey. And he is not even a quadruped, an animal who has 4 feet. Monkeys have 2 hands and 2 feet. But the ticket collector insisted on it being a dog, and he had insisted on fining him. Now this angered the grandfather, irritated, and he thought that this man is unnecessarily harassing me, so he decided to get his own back. And what did he do? He brought out a tortoise that was in his pocket, and he asked the ticket collector to fine him. But the ticket collector, he was a smart fellow. He understood that he had achieved what he wanted to achieve, irritating the grandfather. And he said, no, come on, this is not a dog. I won't fine you for that. But you have to pay the money for carrying a monkey, which the ticket collector classified as a dog. Now, the story moves into its second part when Toto finally accepted grandmother and he was comfortable in the home, and he was given a place in the stable, and his companion was a donkey named Nana. You can see a donkey jumping around. But on the first night, he found out that the grandfather visited to check if the animals were comfortable. He found out that Nana was pulling his halter, the rope he was tied onto. He was trying to pull it, and bundles of hays were put on it because generally donkeys feed on hays, and this animal was trying to run away from them. Come on, tell me a name of an animal who runs away from food. That surprised the grandfather. So what did he do? He slapped on his back portion. And Nana, what did the donkey Nana do? He came in front of the grandfather and he dragged on his way the animal Toto. Toto had actually bitten on his ears and he was hanging on to it. And Nana never bring his fed of him. Now Toto loved to bathe in cold warm water, and which was provided by the grandmother. What did Toto do? He would first cunningly means shrewdly, check the temperature of the water, then he gradually, very slowly, not very quickly, put one leg first, then the another, and that was the thing he had learned from the author. Author did the same thing while entering into the water. Once the animal was comfortable inside the water, he would pick up the soap and rub his feet, rub himself over. And once the water became cold, he would run out, because we are talking about Dehradun where it was very cold. So he would run out to warm himself in the kitchen. And in the process, if you laugh at him, he would feel very hurt and he would never bath the next day. It shows it was an intelligent animal. He also managed to kill himself, boil himself alive. A large kitchen bowl had been left on fire to boil for tea. Toto had nothing else to do. He ventured into the kitchen, finding water just warming. He got inside it, and normally he stuck his head outside and he felt fine over there. Then the temperature started to rise, and what happened after that? He started to come out when the temperature raised, but the outside temperature was cold, so he got inside again and he kept jumping inside it. And he was about to be half boiled when the grandmother actually pulled and threw himself out of that. Grandmother saved his life. Toto was very mischievous. It seemed he was never happy without troubling others. So he had to tear things into pieces. If the author's aunt came to his home, and he would make an effort to tear that dress that she was wearing. There was one occasion when a large dish of pulao was made and was placed at the center of dining table. When the author and his family entered the room, they found Toto was already eating that pulao. The grandmother shouted. The moment the grandmother shouted, Toto threw the plate at her. One of the aunt tried to catch that plate, and Toto threw a glass of water on her face. But Toto was scared of the grandfather. When the grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made an exit. He went out through the window. Later, he was sitting on the branches of a jackfruit tree, a kathal tree as it is called in Hindi. The dish was still, he was holding on to the dish, and he stayed there all afternoon, finished the pulao, and after the pulao was completed, it seemed like he wanted to anger the grandmother because she had shouted at. He threw down the plate at her and he started clapping happily when the plate broke. Then the author and his family realized Toto was not an animal they could keep as a pet. Grandfather, who loved animals, realized that they were not rich enough, well-to-do, rich enough, and they were not rich enough to afford the losses that were caused by Toto. And so he found the Tonga driver and sold him back. So goodbye.